Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sierra, and if you are new, please consider to subscribe to your girl. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm gonna get to the point. We're gonna do 10 tips and tricks if you're thinking about transferring to OGP, already in OGP, online grocery pickup. You're interested in that department, or you just kind of curious. These are 10, maybe 11 tips and tricks. That way you don't feel overwhelmed. But I do want to start out by saying that I tell anybody that I'm training that you're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. You're learning. You're going to develop your own routine. No matter who is training you, you're going to develop your own routine on how you going to do things, so you don't always have, I'm not saying not pay attention to what they're saying, but you're just gonna you're gonna get into your own little rhythm of stuff. Okay, so the first one is pace yourself. Don't stress if you're not moving fast. You are being timed, but don't feel like you have to go fast in order to keep up with everybody else. When you're going fast, it could lead to mistakes happening, which would be mispicks. Mispicks is if the item is on the shelf, but you're moving so fast that you don't even realize it until after you done skipped it, and you can't go back. So they rather you get majority or all the items that the customer want versus just trying to hurry up because you want to be in the top 5 for the day. That really don't mean nothing. You don't get nothing extra for it. So slow down. What else? You can miss the dates because you're supposed to be checking for out of dates on, I wouldn't say everything, but like the bread, the yogurt, the milk. If you have like a little section in your store, it was like where it has like the tortillas, it has like all the Spanish stuff that does not sell all the time, so you might want to pay attention to those dates, because I know in my store they do be going out of date because it sits there. People don't buy it a lot. What else? Or you might forget to sub out an item, and I would try to go into like a little bit of details when it comes to the subs, because sometimes if you can't find an item that the customer wants, you're gonna hit item not found. It's gonna bring you to another item. Sometimes that item don't even make sense, but you're moving so fast that you're gonna give, they want a green bell pepper, you giving them red. Not a big of a deal, but that's not what they asked for. Sometimes if you keep hitting item not found and you go through these substitutions that don't make sense, then most likely it will probably go to the exception people to try to go into the back to try to find what they really want, or the exception person will try to sub it out for something. If not, they won't get anything, and that's okay. Just don't give them whatever, you know what I'm saying. Don't be like, oh well, this what the TC said, so this is what I'm gonna give them. No, because sometimes the TC is wrong and it doesn't make sense. Tip 2, check expiration dates. The milk, the yogurt, meat, never give them the CVPs. CVPs are the markdowns that's about to go out of date that day. It's the yellow little label. Don't ever under any circumstances give them that meat, even if it's the last meat on the shelf. Do not give it to them. What else? They can get a general idea. Also, if you keep giving them wrong things and out of date, or stuff is squished, the bread is squished, your management can check to see who that is. They can get a general idea of who picked it, and you could be taken into the office. So just make sure that you're paying attention. I ain't saying check the canned goods and all this other stuff, but stuff that you can easily see the dates, go ahead and check it, especially the yogurt as well, especially if you're pulling from the very back. Always check that, because sometimes your overnight or whoever's stocking the shelves are not rotating. Substitutions, you're going for either equal or better. Sometimes when you're trying to give them better, the system rejects it, so you won't be able to give them anything, and that's okay. But if it allows it, try to substitute it for something. If they want like a smaller box and we have the bigger box and it'll allow you to do that, go ahead and do it. I done had situations where they want like 4 or 5 of something, and the box size was different. So they want like an 8 ounce, but we have a 16 ounce. So I would subs it out for maybe like 2 or 3 of the 16 ounce. Keep in mind that management can deny my substitution. If they have it in the back and they see that they have it in the back, they can deny my substitution and pick up what the customer wants or substitute it for something that they want them to have. Also keep that in mind, because sometimes you may go back, you be like, I substituted that for something. Either the customer didn't want it or management said no. That's no. If you're unsure, don't hesitate to hit no sub. If you don't know, just hit no sub, because sometimes management don't kick it back and it's something completely off the wall that the customer did not want. The customer does not pay for the more expensive item. So if they want something that's like $3 and you give them an item that's $5, Walmart eats the cost, that difference. So don't worry about it. Like I said, sometimes the system just says, no, we're not, you can't give them that, and that's okay. Hit item not found, keep it moving to the next item. Don't get hound up on trying to sub it out for something. If you sit there and you thinking and you thinking and you thinking and you can't find anything, don't give them anything. Very important is to grab a good cart. This is tip number 4. Grab a good cart, because we have carts that they slide to the left or they slide to the right. I have carts that it makes a whole bunch of noise, or it's kind of tough to push or pull. Trying to fuss with a cart slows you down. So if you know, because at my store we kind of mark it with a label, or we try to put off to the side to say that, you know, the cart is bad. That way we don't grab it, because you will be fussing with the cart, and it swinging left or right can injure yourself, it can injure a customer. So if you come across a bad cart, just say, hey, management, this cart is bad, and then let them deal with it. Also very important is to learn your store layout. Your store layout is it always changes. Your features change. New items are being brought out, so you always have to be sure that you memorize where items are, because sometimes it won't give you a location, but you can be like, oh, I do remember seeing that on the front, or I do remember seeing that somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? So as you're walking through the store to maybe put your lunchbox up, or shopping or whatever, or you on a pick walk and you're like, oh, I never seen that before, you're taking mental pictures of where items are, and then you can report back to your management and say, hey, I seen this on the end cap, but it's not scanned in. That way they can get that manager over that department to scan in that item. That way next time you're on a pit walk, it will take you right to that item. The way the layout is determined is based off maybe home office or corporate, same thing. And when I say that is when you coming in, let's say especially in the morning, most likely your first walk is going to be ambient. It's like it's all in like a little routine type situation where it could go to ambient. Once ambient is done, it goes to chill. Once chill is done, it goes to frozen. You know what I'm saying? It does that, and then once all the auto is done, which is the ambient, chill, that type of situation, then it goes to like your unknowns, your regulated, to try to get you out of that time frame, and then that way you can start all over again. So that's pretty much like the whole kind of layout of how they want you to work the stuff. So you don't ever have to be like, oh, well, I gotta grab this from ambient and then I'm going into chill. It's not supposed to be like that. Chill just supposed to be chilled. Frozen supposed to just be frozen. Made to order just supposed to be made to order, which is your, you know, cold cut deli meat, that type of situation. Speak up if something is too heavy. There's sometimes where you keep having to grab these heavy cases of water, or you need a team lift on something. Always ask and say, hey, can you help me? Or find someone from that department to help you grab the item. If it's too heavy, let them know it's too heavy. That way you don't injure yourself. Don't be afraid to speak up. When it comes to coworkers, customers, be friendly but not too talkative, because you are being timed. Still be respectful, but inform the customer. If they be like, hey, can you get this? If it's something right there, go ahead and grab it. But if they like, oh, can you go to the back and check if you have this? I'm sorry, I can't do that, but I can see if, you know, along my route that, you know, I could try to find someone that can help you. But don't leave your cart there. Go to the back and try to find someone, because you are being timed. And if you keep being below 100 on your pick rate, you can get in trouble. Even if you're like, well, I've been helping a customer. Well, you helping a customer all this time, it's going to cause you to go slow, which is going to start pushing everything behind, and you don't want that. Earbuds does make the shift go faster, but in the policy it says that you can wear one earbud. Some stores be like, no, because it leads to customer accidents. You have them, whatever you doing, you listening too loud, or whatever the case may be. But it's in the policy that you can wear one earbud because you are utilizing the Walmart app. If you have noticed recently, when you go to clock in, it wants access to your microphone, and I'm guessing that's what it's for. But if you go into your Walmart One at the store and you type in, I want to say dress code, it says it in the policy. It's just up to the store. My store, they say no, we still do it. But I find it that I work more effective if I have an AirPod in my ear, and I still help customers, but you know, it just makes the day go by faster. Tip number 10 is don't stress. You're going to make mistakes. It's okay. I promise you, it's okay. The system glitches sometimes. Some stuff is out of stock. Customer subs sometimes are not available, because a customer can say, I don't want a substitution. I want what I want. I don't want nothing else. And that's okay too. If your coworkers are working too slow, or they skipping commodities, don't stress about it. Don't stress. If you miss an item by mistake, don't worry. It happens. I done did it. I done made a mistake and clicked the button, and I'm like, dang, and it's right there. Sometimes I still do grab it and give it to the exception person, whoever I know is doing exceptions, or I take it to the back and I give it to management and I say, hey, can you look into the exceptions to see if this is in there? If it's not, and you know, they just say, you know, no, it's not in there, then there's nothing that you can do about it. Mistakes do happen. But don't be running down the aisles trying to be like the fastest person. It's not worth it. Your check gonna be the same regardless. Make sure that you do ask management how many picks they expect you to get in your shift. So if you're there for 8 hours, of course you got to factor in your hour lunch, your breaks. My store says 600. You may do more than that, you may do less, depending on how busy the store is. That's okay. Be careful that you're not working too fast. I already explained that. You don't have to be the fastest. If a customer wants 3 of something and there's only 2 on the shelf because you thought you seen a 3rd one, and sorry y'all, I'm trying to give y'all a little different scenery out here outside at the park. But if a customer wants 3 of something and it's only 2 on the shelf, and you made a mistake and then click 3, you cannot go back. You just gonna have to tell management, hey, I made a mistake, there was only 2 on the shelf, they wanted 3. You could try to sub it out for something equal to that, and then take it to management and say, hey, they don't have the one that I need, but this is the same thing. And then probably have to just eat that up and give it to them. But just slow down, because I have done that before, and I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I done scanned it and it's not there. So yes, that's pretty much it. Just be mindful that you cannot go back once you found the item or you want to substitute an item. You cannot go back. You can only keep going forward. If the system does not allow you to sub it or scan it, don't force it, because it can come back to you. Everything that you do can come back to you. Your nail picks, how many items you done did in that week. They're supposed to give you an update on how many items you done did that week, how many nail picks you had, to say, hey, you picked this many items, but you had this many and you nail picked this many. You know what I'm saying? It all has to make sense. They don't expect you not to have nail picks, but an excessive amount is meaning that you're not trying to find the item. If you do have an associate that works in that area, always ask and be like, hey, do you have this? Especially if it's a large quantity. If they want 6 of something, they want 4 of something, always be like, hey, do you have this? If you don't see nobody in that department, that's okay. But I hope y'all enjoyed this little video, the 10, 11, 12 tips and tricks, and I hope this helps new associates that already work in that department, people that's thinking about going to that department, or people that just see us around and is very curious as to what we do. If you have more questions, make sure you drop them down below. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.